Welcome back. We have John Van Limbeek joining us from Abbott Wealth Management. Welcome back to the show, John.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are talking today about the importance of setting goals. Some of us set goals in terms of what we want to do on the weekend. Others of us set goals with their finances. More people should be setting the second set of goals than
Well, and it's not only the finances. It's, you know, you got to think about career and health, finances, because we're talking 40 years-ish or so, right? So if you can throw them all in there, it's definitely something to consider anyway.
It is.
For sure.
We have some slides that we thought we would go through as a part of our segment today. So if we could get the first one put up on the screen, we can get to talking about it.
The first one, this is more of a 6-month follow-up. I talked about this back in January, and just to see if people are actually doing it for themselves, right? So you have to write them down, but don't make it onersome on you. Write them down, even if it's just to start out, to get the habit, into the habit of writing down a goal, maybe putting a time frame on it.
Yes.
Keeping it handy, but at least getting them written down for sure.
Okay. Is that the first one?
The first one was just writing them down, absolutely.
Okay.
Determine what they are, and don't spend a lot of time worrying about it. Just try to figure out what it is and just get it down on paper.
Right,
for sure.
and be realistic.
Be realistic, absolutely. So part of the second slide was going to be the same thing with all goals. They have to be specific, measurable, action-orientated, realistic, and time-bound.
Which stands for SMART. It's the acronym. Okay.
So they have to have those criteria around any goal, really. It doesn't, whether it's fitness or financial or career, whatever it is, right? You need to know. The third one there was more just a question around, or a statement or a question around how, trying to think 3 years out. What do you have to come up with now to know that you're successful in 3 years as an idea? It could be 40 years, but 3 years is doable in people's minds, right?
Yes.
You may start with the 40 as retirement, or 20, and then work it back, but at least you know where you need to be in 3 years.
Right.
And I'll tell you, when you get there, you feel very excited, I guess, or happy that you're making progress toward some end goal.
Absolutely. You can sort of see the fruits of your work and say, hey, I achieved this 3-year plan, and now on to the next 3 years or whatever. Right.
And if you don't have those mile markers, what's going to happen? You don't have to measure. Yeah, you're going to be 60 before you know it. Yes. And then you're going to go, what happened to just like what happened to the last 6 months? What happened to the last 20 years? That's
right. Wondering why you have no RSPs. You haven't paid down your house. That's all of these other things you haven't done yet.
And you need someone to hold you accountable for this too, right? And whether it's a friend or a spouse or whatever it is, if or yourself.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Most people don't. So
yes, I hear you. It's true. And then the last one was it was a sample goals worksheet. So essentially, you can draw up your own worksheet, fill it in, and sort of check in once in a while.
Exactly, and it just has to be what the goal is, and maybe the time frame on it, and as 2 keys, maybe amount that you need. No different than if you're going to save for a big holiday in 3 years.
Yes.
Right, or a new car in 3 years, or whatever you want to do, right? Like you said, it's, once you know what that number is and what that time frame is, it's very easy. Honestly, it's very easily to achieve.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you know that you have to go toward that.
Absolutely.
Right? And stuff like that. So it just gives people something to. It's our hardest part of our job, believe it or not. The numbers are the easy part. The numbers are the numbers. They don't really change too much, right? But if you can hold people, determine those goals and put everything in place for them, it makes it a lot easier.
Excellent. All right. Lots of mental fortitude, I think, is the key here. We're out of time. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Have a great long weekend.
You too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
If you have any questions for Abbott Wealth, info@abbottwealth.com, as well as their website is abbottwealth.com. Phone number on the screen, 372-3736. We are back after a quick break. Stay with us.